step through how I changed my kitchen sink and how I figured out how to take it apart and how I figured out how to put a new one back in. It kind of moves quickly, so go ahead and pause in certain places, and there are links in the description below for videos that I watched that I figured would probably help somebody change a kitchen sink for the first time. So, okay, here we go. So we're gonna go ahead and replace my old sink with this new beautiful Kohler. So here's the old one, this double basin. It's kind of shallow. There's a new beautiful modern one. Okay, here's our old one. Beautiful new modern high faucet, really nice. Okay, so this is what we're starting with. Identify your drainage. That one's coming from the dishwasher. This is your faucet lines and your dishwasher lines, okay? This is your plug for your disposal. Make sure you disconnect that so you don't shock yourself. All the water is off. Identify them, and you're gonna go ahead and disconnect them, and you're gonna drain them into your bucket, okay? Have a towel handy too, because it can get kind of messy. Okay, so you're draining them in there. Remove now the drain itself, okay? It's gonna be kind of wet, it's gonna be kind of gross. Not too bad. Just kind of throw them in there, they're gonna be just fine, all right? So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna drain our disposal, and we're gonna just drain our dishwasher. Get that drain off of there, okay? Towel in a bucket, towel in a bucket. All right. So the next step is gonna be to struggle with your disposal unit. Struggle a lot. So what you want to do with this is there's a link in the description that will help you figure out how to remove it. All right, it's outstanding. Look at that link, it'll help you. I'll show a little bit of it here in this video, okay? But yeah, twisting it doesn't really help. In fact, it helps some of the draining lines really start draining. It can be a mess. Towel and bucket. Okay, so you see that little ring, how it's spun? Watch that again if you need to. But that's how you get it off, all right? That guy will come down. Now you can work on your sink and your sink clips, okay? There's some caulking that holds it on there, but these clips are some of the big ones. Work all the way around and get them disconnected. And once they're off, you can kind of just wiggle it off. Just kind of ease the tension. Just ease the tension, baby. Pull it off, all right? Try to not damage your countertop. Unless you're gonna replace it, just take it nice and easy. You can just kind of wiggle it off of there, all right? There's no rush. You'll notice that there's probably going to be some old caulking there. Just kind of lift and pull just ever so gently. I was planning on donating the sink later, so I was trying to be really, really gentle with it. All right, just like that. I found mine, a new place outside. Okay. All right, so once we have the old sink off and out, make it nice and clean, I razor bladed off the old caulking, and I really tried to wipe it down because you want a really good seal for the new caulking that's going to go on there. But first, you want to mock set up your new sink. Put in your faucet. You want to go ahead and make sure that that's nice and stable. And you want to put it down and make sure it fits before you put any caulking down or any sort of adhesive. Make sure you get the stamp of approval from all parties. Look at it yourself. Okay, that was a nice fit. You know what? Make sure that the wife is happy with it. That's also very, very important. Make sure it looks nice and pretty. Get your new drain, get your caulking, put in your new drain. Forget the gusset. Okay, put the gusset in, now there's your drain. Here's the top part of your disposal assembly. This is important because that actually puts pressure on that gusset, so that way it is watertight. Okay? All of that assembly goes in there, and you're gonna tighten down the little nuts and the bolts that go around after you get that snap-on ring on there. Okay, that'll tighten down, that'll make it nice and watertight. Didn't use any plumber's putty at all. Okay, now watch closely again. So this is how it goes in there. It sits in there, and then this ring spins on a little lip. Okay, the lip is very sturdy. Pull that little ring around, and it presses it right in there. Find an extension over at Home Depot, and then prepare a new P-trap, because you did take out part of that drain. So watch closely. See that? Okay, there's your U-pipe and your P-trap. Check your water. Okay, mock-up looks really good, watertight. Like it a lot. Okay, didn't use any plumber's putty, just use that ring and it worked out nicely. Okay, apply a new layer of caulking. Okay, take your time. And this is when you want to do it right the first time. So definitely don't want to miss where you're going to set it in. Just like that. Okay. It's okay if you do. You put a little bit of caulking down again if you need to. All right. Not the end of the world. Just wipe it down. It's okay. I actually went ahead and tried to, after I cleaned it up, you notice here I'm trying to push a little bit in there, and that actually worked out just nicely. Get some help from the apprentice. Alright, now you want to put in your new sink clips. Work those in all the way around, make it nice and secure. So you're going to go ahead and reconnect everything from your mock-up, including your power. Power goes in last, because if it shocks you, it hurts. Here's the dishwasher. Whoa. There. Disposer. We didn't use the putty, we just used the gasket that came with it. This now becomes part of the P-trap. We're going to be okay. And look at all that. You did it. You figured out how to change it all over. Every single part. Good job, guys. Okay. Watertight. Water's working. You got a new sink. So this is something just from a couple weeks later. Appreciating the hard work that we put in. It still works great. Make it your own.
Amazing. It works.
Appreciate the hard work that you put into it. My recommendation would be watch those videos. Watch this one a couple of times. Pause it as you need to. All right. And hope that this was helpful.